Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? So, you guys know, man, like I do this weekly. I get a lot of special guests, a lot of my homies, friends, in this thing with me. And the good thing about this one is, as you guys know, my favorite sport is baseball. So, like, obviously, like, grew up playing baseball, grew up watching baseball, obviously, repping the home team, of course. Sorry for anybody else out there. I know it's a lot of different fans out there, but of course, I got my mask for quarantine, my Rangers mask. I'm a diehard Rangers fan. It's gonna be dope today, man. And like I said, I want y'all to definitely follow this guy. He's one of my favorite guys. Not only just on the field, off the field, he's a great guy. He's a gamer. So for all you gamers out there that want to test the limits, we got a funny MLB The Show story. You guys know I don't take kind of losing in the home run derby. For some odd reason, I feel slighted, but we're gonna talk about that. But before we get him in here, what we're gonna do is be sure to follow him. I've already posted all his links and everything. Be sure to follow him on IG, Twitter. Man, if you go to the Rangers fans, I know y'all in here right now. Y'all need to go into the pro shop, get this man's jersey. Let's get this man. Let's get his name out there. We're gonna get my goal for him is that we're gonna make sure we get at least 100,000 more subscribers for him, or like friends or anything, YouTube followers or whatever. I want to get him up there. This is a good dude. So, man, let's get it going. And in about 10 seconds, I'm gonna bring him in, and we're gonna get him going. So let's get it in about 10 seconds. All right, there we go. All right, everybody. So this guy right here, man, is one of my favorite guys because he's very competitive. And we're going to talk about that, especially from not only just him being an athlete, obviously, but just a gamer as well. And I consider gamers in some way being athletes as well. But this guy's a competitive guy, great guy, by the way, off the field, man. Does a lot of good things out here. And I'm going to let him introduce himself, man, because you guys already know, but go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey man, well first, I appreciate you having me on the show. I love
Yeah.
watching your show.
Yeah.
You be having a bunch of people on, so I mean, you're doing a good thing as well. So I appreciate it. But
Yes, sir.
just a quick background on me. I'm Taylor Hearn, pitcher for the Texas Rangers. But and hey, just a normal guy, like he said. I mean, a big gamer. So if anybody out there wants some, I mean, don't hesitate to ask either.
Yeah, he's not lying either. Like, look, when I get a lot of guys sometimes that tell me, "Oh man, I'm a big gamer. I like to play games." A lot of athletes tell me this, and then I can't find them online. And he be in the trenches, man. Like he's in the trenches with us. Like I can't lie. Like I'll get on my friends list. He's on Warzone. He'll jump on the show with us and give us a hard time about the Homerun Derby. But man, before we get into this, man, obviously the big thing right now is the quarantine. So I got to ask you, how's quarantine life for you?
And you know what? It's been rough also because can't play. But I mean, we've been making the most of it. I mean, especially
Mm-hmm.
me as well. I mean, we're up at the new stadium working out. Enjoying it. I mean, it's crazy nice, and I can't wait to let the fans see it. But also just playing on the field and throwing in it has
Yeah.
been great also. So I can't complain. But I mean, it's been a little crazy because I was talking to my mom about it today. And I
Okay.
told her, I was like, last time I've been home at a time like this was in high school in the summer. And I was like, it don't even feel right.
Wow. So let me ask you a question. So for training for you, because I see guys, I've been watching a couple of your teammates. We're good friends as well. Jesse Chavez will get out in his backyard. I see Kluber get in his backyard. See a lot of guys going somewhere like near cage where nobody's around. What has been your training like for this whole thing?
So we're training at the stadium 4 times a week.
Okay.
And in between, I got a lifetime pitching coach I've been with since I was 7,
Okay.
Omar Washington. And he
Right.
has a facility in Garland where we work out at. So I go up there, I do a bunch of stuff. We do a bunch of dry work, throw pins up there. He just put outdoor mounds out there. So I mean, he's basically set out there. But I mean, if I didn't really, I mean, whenever before we started working out at the stadium, that's where I worked out at was at his place. And I still work out with him because he's been with me since day one. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, trying to make the most of it.
Man, that's dope, man. Like, are you catching with any film? Are you watching film? Because that's one thing I've always wanted to ask base. Because I know with basketball players, they watch film, and of course, football guys watch film. Do you watch film on players or anything like that?
As a pitcher, yeah, I do. I do.
Okay.
And it's not even just filming myself. It's mainly filming like other guys. Like one of the guys who I watched a bunch of film on is like Jacob DeGrom. He's like one of my favorite pitchers in the big leagues ever.
Yeah.
So he's somebody who I've always like just watched and perfected and try to not try to emulate him 'cause I can't be him, but I watch a lot of videos of him as well. and Randy Johnson as well, Dontrell Willis,
Yeah.
some of my favorite guys as well. So, but no, I mean, I don't really like watching too much video myself. I mean, other than can't really dissect any hitters because we ain't facing nobody yet. But when the season does start, it does have a little process of what I do watch video, read scouting reports and stuff like that.
All right. So before we get into baseball, more deep into it, gotta ask you. You been watching that Bulls documentary?
Oh, of course, you can't miss that.
So what you think about it, man? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
Be honest with you, man, I'm loving it. I'm gonna record every episode, but like this is one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's so great, and it's crazy to think and see that Jordan's quote talking about how he was scared that people would think different of him because of the documentary. I'm like, man, he's one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you gotta have that dog mentality. Even in baseball, some of the best pitchers in the world, they gotta have that dog mentality. So I'm loving it though, every minute of it.
So if you could pick a dream documentary, so I was thinking, man, we got to get, and I know it won't be like 10-part series. I think they could, but it won't be a 10-part series. But I would love to get something like on Ken Griffey Jr., like the rise of how he changed the way we look at baseball for us, like the, economic side, like players getting like contract deals outside of baseball. What would be your dream, like baseball documentary if ESPN did one?
Ken Griffey would be a big one.
Yeah.
I would like them to see. I mean, they already did a movie on it, but Jackie Robinson's a big one.
Okay.
But one that I think would like just me personally, maybe like in other black baseball players, we would like it is if they did a documentary on like the Negro Leagues.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like that would be something. That'd be something that just be like top, like one of my favorites of all time, even up there with the Jordan documentary.
So, like, let me ask you a question. So, obviously, if they could make a doc. Let's say if they made a movie, and obviously you're a young guy, so you would be able to act in these movies. Would you want to do something like that? Because I know a lot of times they can get like actual professional players to, emulate those guys from like, the Satchel Pages, different guys that were in that Negro Leagues. Would you want to do something like that?
Oh, that would be one. I mean, I wouldn't turn that down in a heartbeat. That's one thing I would do for sure. Because growing up, I never got a chance to watch Satchel Paige, but I got a bunch of books sent off on him and like, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, a bunch of them guys that I got a lot of stuff on. So like they called me to do a movie, like I would 100% do that because that's like also guys paving the way for me also to be playing this game. So
that's dope. See, that's dope. That's what I'm talking about. So I got to ask you then, what made you want to play baseball? Because like I'm pretty sure you were able to play different sports and you did play different sports, but what made you want to be ultimately a baseball player? And at that, a pitcher.
Man, all right. So it's been it was a crazy journey because growing up, like the first thing I picked up wasn't a baseball. First thing I picked up wasn't football. First thing I picked up wasn't a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually a rope.
Wow.
So from my family side, on my dad's side, they come from doing rodeos and doing calf roping. So that was the first sport I ever done.
Oh,
so
wow.
So that was the first thing I ever done. And growing up, I played football. I was a quarterback a little bit. Basketball every so now and then. It was mainly football, basketball, and rodeo.
Wow.
So that was one thing. Then when I got to middle school, or got out of middle school, got to high school, I just stopped playing. I just didn't want to play, football or basketball anymore. Yeah, I had to stop rodeoing because I got a little bit more focused with baseball as well.
Okay.
But man, to be honest with you, I don't even know why I picked it. I tell people to this day, I think God picked it for me because he knew exactly what I was going to do and just how the impact he was going to do for me, because it was something I've always wanted to do. And just, living here in Dallas, every time the Marlins would come into town, I would always ask my mom and then to give me tickets so I can go see Dontrell Willis pitch.
Yeah.
And I'm a big David Price fan. So whenever he was with Tampa Bay, I would always, that was the one time I was actually one of the Ranger fans because David was pitching.
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan of him.
Yeah.
But I think just growing up and just seeing them guys play the game, especially Dontrell, he was more, when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And just wanted to be like that. So I think that's just why I picked the sport also.
So obviously you named Dontrell, you named David Price. Obviously Ken Griffey is everybody's favorite player.
Of course.
Who are some other guys that you like all-time favorite players? Because like people ask me the same thing and like I got weird answers because like, guys like Dale Murphy, like Larry Walker. Man, like being a kid, like especially in Texas, playing baseball, obviously Pudge was obviously the biggest thing. We had Juan Gonzalez, obviously. We had a lot of great Rangers that came in and then played. Will Clark, Rafi. But for you, who were some players that you idolized outside of those guys that you named? Were there any other players that come to mind, that just you idolize? It can be past the present, because a lot of times you couldn't probably see a lot of those guys. They were before your time, but you probably watched film on them. So who are some guys that you look up to?
For one, I watched a lot of film, watched a lot of documentaries on him as well as Bob Gibson. That's a really big one.
Yeah.
Really, really big one,
Yeah.
Dontrell Willis, David Price, who else? Ken Griffey, of course, that's a given. Honestly, and then growing up down here, you said Pudge and stuff, but honestly, my favorite Ranger, like growing up watching, was Michael Young and also A-Rod.
Wow.
That was like one of, and just growing up and going to games and stuff. I just remember seeing them guys play as well. But yeah, those are some of my favorite ones. And there's a good amount that I wish I could have seen play. Like on my all-time list would be like Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, Josh Gibson. I'm drawing a blank on it, but there's a good amount.
Oh yeah, that's a whole bunch.
And then I got to throw Randy Johnson on there too. That's like the big unit. That's one of my favorite pitchers also. So
yeah, the big unit, man. The greatest lefties ever, man. Just dominant, man. So before we get to you actually being from here, then get it traded here, which is pretty cool, I got to ask you. So I like to discuss all-time teams a lot, especially in baseball because it's unique. So I'm gonna start off with the outfield. We get 3 outfielders. It doesn't have to be by position, right field, center field, left field. You just get 3 outfielders. We're not going to do the position because then you leave off somebody you really wanted because they only play center field, right? So
right.
If you could put together 3 outfielders, and I'm going to do the same. I already have my 3, but if you could put your 3 outfielders all time together, who would it be?
Mm-hmm. Ken Griffey Jr. 1, Mookie Betts.
Okay.
And I'd also want to put Barry Bonds in there.
Okay, so you got my 2, Griffey and Bonds. If I had to get a third to play outfield, see, I switch up every day with this because I done went from I wanted a speed guy one day, then I want a fast guy. But I'm gonna say, I know he's one of your opponents, but I would say Mike Trout, bro. Like Mike Trout, bro. Man, I'm gonna ask you about that because that's another thing. But okay, so yeah, I like that. People don't realize Mookie's the real deal. I think he was at a Maverick game, and I was like, man, Mookie's the real deal, man. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. I've asked a few guys, I'm like, man, how do you go against Mookie? Because Mookie's unique. He's not a big guy, right? But then it's he does everything well, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
he's one of the few guys I think in the big leagues that get slept on for sure.
Oh God, yeah, and it's crazy that Dodger team, that's. I mean, you could even make that trade on MLB The Show last year, so I don't even know how that even came to be now. I tried to make it on the old one, they wouldn't let me. So I'm gonna ask you now the infield. So obviously you got third, shortstop. We're gonna just do the fielding part outside the catcher. We're gonna do third base first. So third base, if I can get an all time, I'm gonna ask you first, but. If I go with an all-time, I love Beltray. That's my guy. I love Beltray. God, I love Beltray. But if I go all-time, dang. Because, a part of me wants to put A-Rod at third, right? But then I will put him at shortstop. So, my third, you know what? I'm going to put A-Rod at third because I would put Mike Schmidt on a good day. But I'm going to put A-Rod at third. Who will be a third baseman?
You know what? I'm going to go with A-Rod on third base for sure. For me, because he's one of my favorite hitters I've ever liked watching. So he's gonna be on third base for me. Okay, so now we got shortstop. So, man, I know we got a good mutual friend, the homie Elvis. I know, I love you, Elvis. I love you, man. But shortstop, let's see, man. There's so many of them. So you got Jeter, who obviously doing our time, and then you get a guy like Ozzie Smith from the past. There's so many shortstops. You can name them all, but who will be your shortstop? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna flip that back. I'm putting A-Rod at short, and I'm putting Mike Schmidt at third. So A-Rod's my shortstop. Yeah, because I think it'd be too. Yeah, A-Rod. People don't realize how great A-Rod was. I know there's a lot. Yeah, people don't. I know there's a lot with that, but man, there's not a single player that I have not talked to. That dude is dominant.
Like people don't even realize you can go back to his Seattle days and look at the numbers. Like Griffey was doing crazy stuff then, but look at A-Rod's numbers. Him and Edgar Martinez, those guys. So who would be your shortstop?
Honestly, I mean, I picked him before you said it, but it was gonna be Ozzy.
Okay. Yeah, Ozzie Smith is crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Crazy athlete for his time, dude. I had a chance to meet him. That was wild. And I sat there. I didn't know, bro. I done been around all kind of great athletes my whole life. And when I saw Ozzie Smith, I didn't know what to do. Like I froze up. Like that's crazy. And I'd have been around like LeBron, like guys that you would think that like, rest in peace to Kobe. I've been around all these guys. When I saw Ozzie Smith, I didn't know what to do. All right, so now second base. So obviously you named a teammate that played multiple positions, Michael Young. He's obviously a great name, especially in Texas. I will put him as a second baseman. But
he's at second base for me too.
Okay, so
100%.
If I didn't put him because he's one of my favorite guys, I would say Roberto Alomar.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Roberto Alomar is definitely Roberto Alomar is crazy. Now first base. This is where it gets crazy because there's a lot of first basemen. So I can't even think of like. I switch up. This is when I really switch up every day because, like, I'll say Pujols one day because Pujols, his numbers are crazy. Yeah. He's crazy.
In his prime, he was unbelievable.
Yeah. So you got a first baseman?
No doubter, Miguel Cabrera. Give me that.
Triple Crown.
Give me that Florida Marlins. No, I want the early Detroit Tigers.
Okay. Yeah, Miggy's crazy. Miggy's crazy, brother. Yeah. Shout out to Miggy. And of course, now we're gonna do pitcher and catcher. So we're going to give you one starting pitcher. So if I had to go with one starting pitcher, oh, boy. Yeah, see, that's even crazier. Because like I said, Bob Gibson, oh, man. See, Bob Gibson's one. You got Roger, then you got Randy. I mean, even Nolan to some. And you got, man, Jesus. Ooh. Because even, I tell people all the time, Kershaw now is crazy. Like, Kershaw's crazy, bro. Like, his whole thing is crazy. So, if I go all-time pitcher, damn, I'm gonna go Bob Gibson today.
You go Bob?
I'll go Bob. Yeah, just time.
All right, you go Bob. I'll go Randy.
Yeah,
you
Randy.
know what? No, take that back. I'm gonna go Pedro Martinez.
Oh, I was thinking about that. Yeah, Pedro's great. All right, so who your catcher? I got Pudge. That's just easy for me. I think Pudge or Johnny Bench. I can go between those two.
Yeah, for sure. Pudge, Johnny Bench, or I honestly. My second choice would be Pudge. My first choice would be Yachty.
Oh, dog. You know what's crazy? So speaking of highlights, one of the craziest plays I ever seen, I don't know if you saw it, but like in the World Baseball Classic, you remember when he threw out, I don't know who he threw out, but like Javi Baez was like pointing.
Oh,
like, like the ball was already there. Like it was like, the dude had no chance and like it's crazy. All right, so who's the closer then? Is it just a unanimous? Like, I don't think it's unanimous. I know Mariano is going to get a lot of love, but man, Dennis Eckersley is a dog.
You know what? I'm going to go because I know him as well. I'm going to go with Eric Gagne.
Man, you know what, bro? People don't realize, man. I remember, like, especially in the mid, like, 90s to, like, 2000s, bro, with the glasses. The shit was crazy, bro. He was crazy with the Dodgers, man. Yeah. Shout out to Eric Gagne, man. One of the best, man. I still can't believe Barry Bonds crushed that ball. That dude threw that like he threw it like literally 99 miles an hour, and Bonds just crushed that. Yeah. So we got the all-time team. That's dope, man. So that's good to know. Maybe I wish MLB the show let us put those teams together. We have to match them up.
They need to. They need to hurry. I'm waiting for them to put Randy Johnson on there and Barry Bonds.
Dude, if they put Barry on there, you know who I'm getting. Look. That will be It will be like 5 Barry Bonds on Run Derby. Like, if we going straight to Ranger Stadium, that's where we going every time. All right, so I gotta ask you this, man. So being from Texas, like, I think this is crazy because a lot of guys don't get this opportunity. I mean, you're in a rare class of athletes that get to play at home. So you get a guy like LeBron who gets drafted to Cleveland, right? From Akron, being close like that. You get certain guys that are from here. You get like Des Bryant, who was from Lufkin, get to play with the Cowboys, right? You get, obviously, you didn't start out with the Rangers. You get drafted, right. But then you get the phone call, you're a Texas Ranger. What did you think about that?
Well, first off, that phone call happened at 2:00 in the morning. So that was a crazy day. First off, so we had just got done with an off day, and we were about to leave that next morning to go play the Detroit Tigers AA team in Erie. So I'm in my room asleep, and I hear my roommate Stephen Alames comes in there, and he's screaming. He's like, "Hey, we just made a trade! We just made a trade!" And then, like, it was like me, Key Brian Hayes, who's like one of their top prospects, who's
Mhm.
crazy good fielder.
Mhm.
Stephen Alamaze, Braylon Jackson, and
Mhm.
Jason Martin as well. So it's like there's some dudes in that
Yeah.
apartment we stayed in. So it was like any of us could have got traded. So they bust up in my room, open the door, and they're like, "Hey, like check your phone." So I leaned over to check my phone. I got like 4 or 5 missed calls from our farm director at the time, or he still is, but the farm director, Larry Broadway, and I call him back, and he just told me, "Hey, you did a lot for us. I appreciate how you went about it on off the field, but we're sending you to Texas." And so I just heart just dropped, and I just like sat there for a minute, like, "Damn," I was like, "Man, this is crazy." I'm like, "I'm really about to go home." So I literally like that whole from like 2 a.m. to when that whole day I was by myself because they left.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yeah.
sitting in my apartment by myself, just like thinking like, and couldn't go to sleep. Call my mom and dad and sister, and like just sitting there, like, man, I'm really about to play in my hometown state,
Yeah.
and the team I grew up watching since I was a kid. Just like you said earlier, it's something that like people dream of, and that's something I never even thought of because they always tell you before you get in pro ball, they're like, don't get comfortable with the team you got drafted by because 9 times out of 10, that's probably not the team you're gonna make your debut with.
Mhm.
And I got traded twice, so you
Wow.
know,
And I think that's dope, bro, because like, I was thinking like, man, when they traded for you, I was like, okay, he's the hometown kid, right? And I remember we were on our radio show, and like the next day, that's when we found out. Obviously, like you said, you found overnight, but the next day, a lot of us found out through social media. And I was like, wait a minute, that's the hometown kid, and one of our guys is like, yeah, bro, that's crazy, right? I was like, damn, that's crazy, and I was like, okay.
hmm
I like this. I like this.
yeah,
This is something new. You don't get that every day because you already know the DFW scene. So it won't be like a weird thing for you. You know how hot it is. And like that's the next thing I'm gonna talk about. So thoughts on the new stadium, man, or the new ballpark. I'm sorry. What do you think about
I'm gonna tell you, man, from throwing bullpens in it, and we just been working out in it the last couple weeks. It's great. I love it.
it? Okay.
It's great. It's just, and we worked out too with the roof open also. So like we got a feel for both of them. But man, it's gonna be nice. I mean, I'm excited just to see all the fans in there. I mean, last week we were in there, and that was the first time they started playing music and stuff, and it was
Mm-hmm.
getting loud. And I'm talking like loud, like it felt
Wow.
crazy, you know. And when especially that was with the dome closed, so I'm excited to see what it look like open and the music's playing also. But honestly, man, I'm just excited. And the uniforms are fresh. I mean, come on. I mean, those powder blues are some of the craziest ones.
Yeah. I got to get my look. I already look. I'm making my. I've already made my special request with Elvis. I'm letting you know, and I already told Jesse. I told a few others. Gal on the guys. The game room is coming. So hey, I need blue. I don't care. You can give me the white. I don't care if it got blood stains, whatever you got on it. The uniforms are fresh. Like I love the cursive. Like matter of fact, what's crazy, my softball team that I play on, we have like the cursive print, and like we got the old Rangers. When they brought that out, I was like, I thought it was a joke at first. And like I didn't get a chance
Really?
to go. I didn't think the powder blue was like because I didn't go to the jersey like when they brought them out that day. So I
Right.
was doing something with the Mavericks, I think. And I remember my friend calls me and was like, bro, you won't believe this. Because he knows when we play with the Rangers on MLB the show, I always get the powder blues, like no matter what.
hmm
And he's like, they got the powder blues again. I was like, no, they don't. Like, they not finna do that. It's no way. Bro, when I pulled it up, I was like, oh. And then y'all got the little pinstripe, the thing. I was like, oh, yeah,
The
these
piping,
gonna be
yeah,
fire. And that's like the Sunday blue, right? Is that the whole deal with that?
yeah,
The Sunday
yeah.
blue? Okay. So the Sunday blue, that's dope. That's dope. So, man, I gotta ask you this, man. So this team is a mixture of younger and veteran guys. Like I look at this squad, man. Like you got guys like you got Solak, you got the young guys, like really young guys. Gallo being a young guy, but being very great already. But then you got some of the veterans with Elvis. You guys brought Ty Frazier. You got Kluber, who you add. I tell people all the time, when you add Mike Minor along with, I call him Michael Lance Lynn. I know his real name is Michael. He ain't like that, but Lance Lynn. And then you get Kluber with those three alone. That's a formidable 1, 2, 3 punch. Man, can you talk about this team, man? Because I feel like you guys are on the radar. I know people don't really look at it that way, and I look at it that way because I'm looking at what y'all put together. So can you talk about that?
Man, no, you're right because a lot of people, you know, aren't really probably giving us that much credit But I mean, when you think about it, and just being in the locker room, just getting a good vibe of just how it's a good mixture of the older and younger guys, but it's a good flow. Just hey, like be yourself in the locker room. You know, there's an open door policy about everybody when it comes to players and coaches
Yeah,
as well. So that's a good thing, because I think that's something that I think a lot of locker rooms need is just to let people be themselves. You know what I mean? I
hmm
mean, shoot, I mean, just like in the documentary. I mean, when they got Dennis Rodman, I mean, what they did, they just let him be himself, right?
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when I look at you guys like the clubhouse, like there are some characters I like. You just don't see it because you don't see it on TV, right? Like, man, I tell people all the time, like one of my favorite people to interview because he's so random. Elvis is a great guy. Like Elvis just always laughing, smiling. Like Rugi, Joey's a hilarious guy to me as well. Like I think Joey's
Mm.
hilarious. Like you don't see him all the time like that. So yeah, it's just so many guys on the team. I'm looking at them like, man, these dudes are characters. I love it because it's a mixture of. And then of course you got your manager Chris Woodward, who's amazing. I think is amazing up and coming guy. So that's dope, man. Like I think this team is. You guys, I think you guys got something special going there. So I got to ask you, dream matchup for you, and then we're gonna go to some fan comments real quick. Then we're gonna switch over to some video games. But dream matchup, like who would be a dream matchup for you? Say if it's a situation, let's just throw a hypothetical out there. Let's say it's game 7 of the World Series, right? And let's just say it is a tight game, and all of a sudden you get called in the ninth. Like, hey, we don't run, they just, how it works. Kershaw had to do it. You would have to do it. Who would be the guy, the dream guy? So obviously, I think National League in this case. Who would be the dream guy that you would want to strike out to win the World Series? I'm gonna throw some names out there. So you got you got Bryce Harper, of course. He's a good name. Obviously, you got let's see, we go Dodgers. Mookie Betts. Man, you got Seager. Obviously, you got I can't think of him now. I'm having a brain fart. Lefty, Christian Yelich. You got Yelich in Milwaukee, who's a dog. Man, you got Colorado. You got Trevor Story, Nolan Arenado. Man, there's so many guys. Chicago, of course, Chris Bryant. You got Rizzo. You got so many guys like just everywhere. I mean, you got the Atlanta Braves, the youngins, Albies and Acuna. Jr. So you got them. You got Freeman, who's over there as well. Like, is there a dream guy? Oh, of course, the Mets. They got Pete Alonso. Of course, the MLB show outside of Joey Gallo. I'm sorry. The two biggest cheat codes, and we're gonna talk about that after this. The two biggest cheat codes in MLB, the show Homerun Derby, are Joey Gallo and Pete Alonso. Off the bat. But is there a guy that you would have a dream matchup against?
I mean, you said him, but he was the first thing that popped up in my head was Nolan Arenado. I mean, he's just. I faced him. I faced him like twice in spring training before.
Okay.
But I mean, just seeing him go about it and just seeing him like just how he swings and just how he stays on pitches and stuff like that. Like he would be a very tough out for me, but he would be a challenge. Like I mean, he's obviously one of the guys I would love to face.
Wow, that'd be crazy. Like I could imagine, he's so competitive. Dude's defense. I was watching something on MLB TV one day, and they were showing his defense, like the way he throws from like corner to corner. It's crazy how his range is. Him and guys like Chapman, who you play against, obviously a lot. Guys like him, and now you got the Angels over there. They got two guys now that you really got to worry about over there, in Rendon and. Now you got Trout, obviously, who's always there. But a couple of fan comments real quick. So shout out to Brandon Patterson. He's actually a baseball coach. And he does a lot of ump work as well. So he mentioned Lee Smith as a closer. I think that's pretty dope. Shout out to Danny. She's a diehard Rangers fan. She's a fan of yours. She pudged all the way, and I think she named Nolan as her star player. I think she would name all Rangers if she could. Favorite pitcher all time, Brandon came back with Pedro. Definitely, yeah. And a couple of the comments, yeah, definitely followed you and everything. That's dope. I appreciate you guys. Definitely follow my guy, man. They want to know the game. We're gonna get in the game and stuff. Don't worry, we're gonna get in that. But I do have a good question from Christian G. His son usually he's a big sports fan as well, so he wants to ask you now on the recent. Obviously, there's scandals that go on in baseball. Obviously, you don't have to get deep into them. But do you think how do they affect the game? Do you think they affect the game? Because I don't think they do. I think that like a lot of times. Like obviously with the thing with the Astros came up, and then obviously with the Red Sox. I don't know if it really takes away from how great the players are because those players still can play. But what are your thoughts on that?
Oh man. I honestly, okay. I think they did take it too far with
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
did.
yeah,
But if we just being honest and being real,
yeah.
I mean, sign stealing in baseball been going on since
Oh,
it started. You know what I mean?
thank you. Like I look, I have never touched a Major League Baseball field, but I know good and well players do it. I've asked players, like, hey, what's the deal with that? Is that like like, yeah, of course you look at the sign. This guy's second base. He's about to stay. You're looking at the sign, so you know what's
You
coming.
got to.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what's coming. So obviously it doesn't change because that's my whole thing on the steroid. They're like people try to discredit Barry Bonds. I'm like, dude, Barry Bonds, and this is not a hot take from me, but I've always made it clear. As much as I love Ken Griffey, he's probably my favorite baseball player, but Barry Bonds is a better baseball player than Ken Griffey. If you think about it. Yeah, I mean, think about it. His Pittsburgh days, he had 4 MVPs before he even touched San Francisco. And like the dude, like, go look at his numbers, like his WAR and all that, batting numbers from that. I get it. The steroids, you can say help with power, but it don't help you hit. Like I can go out there, I can go out there and take steroids, but don't mean I'm gonna bat 300. I'm probably gonna bat 0.18. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna have a chance. Like no, it's not gonna happen. So I just think that it's weird, man, that people try to throw that in there and everything. And let's see what else. Oh, shout out to my guy from 105.3. Shout out to Corey Majors, man.
Hey,
man, shout out to Corey, man. He's one of my favorite people in sports I've ever met. Love me some Hearn. Yeah, shout out to Corey Majors, man. That's the homie, man, at 105.3, man. Shout out to y'all. Love it. Y'all definitely tune into those guys, man. And Corey, man, is a great guy. I'm glad they in the new time slot. Definitely check them out. All right, so let's see. She said, thank you, Ted. I said that from the start. There she, yeah. And then Christian came back and said, yes, sign stealing has been going on forever. Thanks for being 100. Yeah. I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, look, I find it weird, and we're going to switch over to gaming, but I find it weird, the greenies. Like, back in the day, greenies were a big deal, right? You know the history of baseball, greenies were a thing. And there are stories about Hank Aaron, Ted Williams, all these guys taking greenies, and nothing was said of it. Like, it was like, hey, it was a recreational drug. Or like, I'll give you an example. My biggest debate is this. You're a pitcher, right? The biggest thing that's important for you is vision. Or if you're a batter, like say if you're a DH or you're a hitter, vision is important, right? You got to have vision. What if you go out there and get LASIK? That helps your vision, right? Is that performance enhancing by getting LASIK? I think it is, right? Like you're enhancing your vision to be better. Like it may be simple, but like that's true. You're not going out there with what you had originally. You're getting your vision corrected so you can be better, see better, do things better. And I hate when people do it. I just think it's a weird thing because how could you forget history? Like, I don't know if you know, ESPN's doing 30 for 30 on the home run chase. Yeah. And I cannot wait. Bro, I can't wait. That's who they need to add to the game. Why is Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa not in the game? Like, dude, that would be my guy I'm making challenge you with because I'm sick of losing. Like, we're going to talk about that, man. So I got to ask you, man. So we're going to switch over to some gaming real quick. And
hey, that's funny. That's funny you talking about LASIK. I just got LASIK in like November too.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you because I was thinking about that. I wear glasses like full time. Was you nervous doing it? How did it go?
Man, I was a little nervous, but bro, that's the quickest surgery I've ever had in my life. That surgery took like 7 minutes, if that. Quick surgery.
Did it hurt?
No. Now I ain't gonna lie though. After the surgery, your eyes, you gotta wear goggles and stuff like that. You gotta sleep with them. Your eyes will burn though. Like I was in some pain afterwards because my eyes were burning because of the laser and stuff. But like, it took a month and a half, 2 months maybe for it to get really good. But like, man, I'm glad I did it though because I got so tired of trying to get up in the morning or get home from road trips and trying to remember to take my contacts because I just be so tired from we get back to the field or just getting in. Like I'm trying to go to sleep, So. I'm glad I did it. That was a great investment, though.
And shout out to Chris G. He said Jameis Winston said he can see the future now. So yeah, I think it would be so crazy. Now this would be hilarious if Jameis go out there and just started like knock on wood, Drew Brees doesn't get hurt. But let's just say the hypothetical where Jameis Winston is playing somehow and he just goes crazy. Then I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, look, man, the LASIK works miracles, man. So I guess the next thing we do need to talk about, man, because this is something that me and you obviously relate on very well, video games. So before we get started, I'm gonna let it be known. Y'all know how I brag a lot about winning all the time. But I will admit, I got in the Homerun Derby with a couple of my guys. Shout out to Tyler and my guy Rich, Mavs Draft, of course. We decided to do a Homerun Derby. And of course, I thought I can go in there cold turkey. And I'm not making excuses, but I thought I was going to be, I can get Taylor here. Taylor don't know what he's doing. I got in the Homerun Derby, and I'm going to tell y'all this right now. It got so bad, I had to lie. I never lie. I told him that my niece called me. Ain't nobody called my phone. My guy I don't even know who he got. See, first off, this is what makes me mad. I got Bryce Harper off the merit that I know Bryce Harper swing. I know his timing. I've had so much. I've won with Bryce. I got proof, screenshots everywhere. Dominated with Bryce Harper in the Home Run Derby. In Ranger Stadium, out of all stadiums, I get the stadium that I know he can hit in left field, short, not even close. I think my guy went out there and had like 25 home runs. I'm like, bro. And then we played a couple of times. I never came close. The one time I come close, I was talking mad. No, I said, yeah, I'm ready now. We tied up. And I didn't know the thing that they did on MLB The Show was it don't matter if you tie up. It's who has the longest home run. He had 1 foot on the last home run. And I was like, really? So I got to ask you, man. So you obviously a gamer. So when did the gaming start for you? Because I obviously I'm pretty sure you've been gaming all your life, but what was like your first gaming system or what did it start?
Man, I've been a very loyal PlayStation person. I've been loyal to them since the very first PlayStation. And honestly, the first, and I'm a big Madden football person, big Call of Duty, and big MLB The Show and soccer. I mean, soccer is probably like my favorite game. I play that all the time.
Yeah.
But I, to this day, still got the games to win. My first PlayStation, I got Madden 94. I got Crash Bandicoot. I got what else? I think that was it. I had a couple more, but man, it started at a young age and just stuck with it. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up. And I was just always been a PlayStation person.
So obviously, I know one game that you do play. You play a lot of Warzone. Mm-hmm. And look, man, I can't really pull up the statistics, but I know you hold your own. So what is for somebody, and this sounds crazy. I play PUBG, right? I used to play PUBG all the time. Same exact thing, battle royale kind of thing. And I just can't do maybe because I can't find a 3 that I can run with all the time. But do you run just with randoms or do you have your squad that you run with?
I don't mind running with randoms. I mean, shoot. I mean, you got a bunch of fans here that play. I mean, tell them don't hesitate to add me and ask to play. I'll do it. But I play with Cal. I play with Willie every now and then. We play with Joey a couple games as well. But the ones I've been running with are like Sterling Sharp with the Marlins and Nick Heath of the Kansas City Royals. So we've been running together, and sometimes we ask random people they want to join us or whatever. So I mean that's the group I play with. And if I don't play with them, I'm usually playing by myself. I'll do solos or just run trios and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, anybody's more than welcome to come join me. And I got that. Tell them bring a mic too because I gotta communicate. So you gotta be locked in.
There's no excuse in 2020 not to have a mic. I'm sorry. No. You look, I got a nice headset. I got some beats. There will be something that will be plugged in because there's no way. I don't see how you do it. So do you do core like team deathmatch? Anything like that?
So that's another thing. So one of my boys who's on Xbox, I play Warzone with him a bunch.
Okay.
And another one of our homies, Cleveland. And when we go play regular games, we're not playing Warzone, we play on core. And to be honest with you, I hate core. I hate it. I love when I'm by myself, I'm playing hardcore. I'm out there playing, team deathmatch.
Yeah.
I haven't played Search and Destroy in a minute, but all of them. I'm a big hardcore because I hate trying to spend a whole clip on one dude and I gotta sit there and reload again. And I use 2 clips and I'm already down the last 30 bullets and you know what I mean? So why not just make it? That's why I play on hardcore, make it more realistic, 1, 2 shots, one or whatever it is.
Take you down, yeah.
It's more realistic. Yeah, it's more realistic to me. So that's why I play hardcore when I'm by myself. When I'm with the homies, I'm like, okay, I'll play core with y'all. But the hardcore, I mean, come on, that's my stuff right there. So
that one video I sent you, that was actually me. That was me and my friend.
Was it really?
Yeah, and that happened to me. And I have never played. I'm not look, I told him, I said, dude, I just can't understand. And I play a lot of core. That's what I play. So I do play a lot of core. I can't imagine running up. And I picked Like I get it like a assault rifle or whatever. I add some attachments to it. Try to get the FN bullets, the bullets that are more like penetrate more. I get all the perks on the guns and stuff. I ran up to dude, and I didn't even for some odd reason he never showed up on my map. We practiced against each other, right? So he never showed up on my map. I had the UAV and everything. I could not hear him. Like I was like he had that ninja perk, I think, where you can't hear him. I peek around the corner, just like this. You saw it. All you saw was boom, like that. And like he just randomly showed up. Like he timed it. So like I'm gonna join you in the game with us one day. Like we play core a lot, but he is like his KDR is like a 3. So like he just he's a different level. Like he plays on Xbox, but he's amazing. Like I don't even know what I think he cheats. I've seen him play in person, but I think he's cheating right now. I just can't imagine his movements. So I gotta ask. No, he's not a hacker because he won't get that. He don't have enough time to do that. But I know he's doing. It's got to be the controller. That's my next thing because he buys these Xbox Elite controllers. He buys those real expensive ones. He'll get a scuff controller. But I'm starting to question the controller because I remember one time like I'm up there in the middle of a gunfight with a dude. He comes sliding out of nowhere like John Wick with a handgun, pops like 4 people. I'm like, bro, I got the video somewhere. I'm gonna post it. You're gonna laugh when you see it. You're gonna
I want to see this.
Yeah, like he's amazing. So the next thing is this, man. And shout out to Dominic. He's on our show. I hate to tell you this, but I'm not gonna post his comment. He's an Angels, diehard Angels fan. Oh yeah, you're gonna meet him one day, man. He gets on my nerves with that crap. So I gotta ask you, man. And funny story is this. So not only to add to my misery, I love playing the My Team mode, which is on MLB The Show, where you get the cards and you get a team together. So I go through my team deck, and I'm winning a couple of games, and I get selected a few cards. What card pops up? Taylor Hearn. And I was like, oh, really? I said, this game gotta be setting me up. And not only has it happened once, I got a witness to this. I got like 70. I don't know what it is. Either they know I know you or something, or it's just randomly selecting me to your card every time. And I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. So you're on my team. I like it. It helps me. I build you up and everything. Like I like it. So
am I on the bench though, or am I?
No. I got you in the unit rotation. Like I got you because my rotation. Well, no. Because the way the rotation works is this. So for some odd reason, I got lucky when I bought the game. I was able to pull cards already. Right. So the cards that I pulled for some odd reason, I was able to get Saberhagen, Maddox, Glavin. I got 2 other pitchers. Can't think right now, but they like elite. And then like my rotation sucked, like my bullpen. So I had to like get the bullpen. So you're in my bullpen, like you're like my middle reliever, like my strongest reliever. Because I built you up. So like I was able to build you up and do things. So yeah, you're in the rotation. I'm gonna show you some highlights of that, but I gotta ask you that because I think that's crazy. How the hell do you feel about being on a video game? Because I think that's probably like a life dream right there. Forget pitching in the majors, like you on a video game, bro. Like, how does that even like work with like? I'm pretty sure you probably was like, yeah, this has got to be dope. You then took a few screenshots. What'd you think about
it? Just like you said, it was a dream come true. And I sent a picture of my card or whatever to my mom. You know, she was freaking out about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, just to sit there and play with yourself, you know, on the video game is crazy. You know, because that's something like as a kid you're always because you know you sit there. You play MLB The Show, Road to the Show, and you're like, man, I can't wait to get my dude. But the thing is, what I'm waiting on though is for MLB The Show to let us like play with our dudes, like run within the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't it like last year you could do that where you could like get it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like 2K does, like 2K actually career mode.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. Like, I would. My days of like creating play are over. I'm just gonna run with my dude, and I'm just gonna rock it, and we just gonna, you know, just run with it.
I want them to add team up. Like, you know, on 2K where you can play team up, like actual 5-on-5.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, could you imagine, like, maybe not like 11 on, like, you can't put everybody because the server will go stupid. But let's say, for instance, like, we could do 3v3, like 3 versus 3, where somebody controls the outfield, somebody controls the infield, somebody's the pitcher and the catcher. I think that'd be amazing. And then you can do the batting order, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, whoever gets who, like that. And I think that'd be amazing.
So I agree. And that's funny you say that because I was just thinking about that too. And I'm like, man, I really think baseball's the only video game out there, sports game that you can't do that with.
No, because you can do it in NHL, I know you can do the NHL because I play NHL. You can do NHL. Madden, you
Right.
can, but they kind of fixed it where you can't. Madden used to do team up, but I thought that was fun because it's hard to play
Yo.
Madden. It's hard to play with Madden with anybody because like everything goes haywire. And like I tell you what, the one time I played like team up on Madden, they put me at corner. They put me in the secondary, and I was like, bro, I cannot stop this. And I played a dude who had Randy Moss on New England. I was like, oh my god! Every time the ball went there, I was like, well, we in trouble because I don't have the cornerback that can run with him. Like it's just stupid. Like I can't do that. I got to rely on computer for this stuff, man. But I think that'd be dope. So I got to ask you. Let's just say if you had a dream, say this. Let's just go in the future. Let's just say 2025. Taylor Hearn's on the cover of MLB The Show, and he has to be on the cover with a legendary player. They do a dual cover. Who's the other player?
I need Bob Gibson or Dontrelle Willis.
That'd be dope, like the future present thing kind of thing, right?
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
But if I had to pick one, I would say Dontrelle Willis for sure.
Okay. Well, speaking of Dontrelle actually had his own Nike. I don't know if you remember that. He had his own shoe. Yeah. Shout out to Dontrelle, man. Dontrelle. People don't realize. I know it's gonna be crazy because explain it to like the younger generation. They don't know about Dontrelle Willis. I would love to see Dontrelle Willis in the social media era, like just as a picture. I would love to have seen that. Like his marketing would have been crazy, bro. Like it was crazy then, but like now, oh man. So I got to ask you this, man. So sneakers. What do you like for as like collecting or just buying shoes? Like, what are some of your favorite shoes?
Well, I mean, I think whenever we first met, I think we had talked about it a little bit, but like, I'm a big Jordan guy too. Because I mean, I was just looking at my closet before earlier today and just thinking about all the shoes I got. But like, I got some here at my house. I got some at my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I love Jordans. I mean, come on. I mean, who don't though?
Yeah. If you like sneakers, you got like Jordans. I got a friend like that though. He hates Jordan. I'm like, and it's so weird. He will tell you everything about sneakers. He wears Nikes, but he would not. He wears all Nike basketball, but he would not touch a Jordan. I don't understand that. So his reason was he's a Detroit Pistons fan. So I guess because of I'm like, bro, I don't care. He could have destroyed the Mavericks every game. And I'm wearing a pair of Jordans. I don't care. Like, so I gotta ask you. So you're Nike, right? Are you official Nike, or are you just
Mizuno?
Mizuno. Okay, so shout out to Mizuno, man. You know what? So I gotta ask you a question, Sam. So if you could actually make your own PE custom, inspired by anything, family, superhero, Dontrelle Willis inspiration, what would be the custom? Like, what would be the whole make of the shoe? Like the colorway, the colors. Like, would it be a picture of someone? What would it be?
I wouldn't want it to be picture. I mean, if they want to do pictures, that'd be cool. But I want it to be. I want it to just. I don't know. I want it to be just dope though. Not like too crazy. I'm a real like simple person. But man, I don't know. I mean, obviously, whatever team I'm playing, I wanted those colors. But like, if we had to do it, it'd be like Ranger colors. It would be honestly. I love the city of Dallas. I'd love to see some like make some shoes for me for like repping DFW, with the Dallas skyline in the background, something like that. Because I'm real kid, because I love my city. So I mean, I do whatever they need, and going out in the community, and that'd be something I want to do. Also, is like if I were to get my own signature shoe, that'd be dope. But like be able to give it to inner city kids as well, and whenever I have camps as well. So that's a really big thing I want to be able to do as well.
See, I think that's dope, man. So let's just say in a hypothetical world, like you could do a dream collab and you can get someone to design the shit. Would it be like Virgil? Would you let Virgil message to, let's say Mizuno say, hey, you know what? You're official, the main athlete guy for us, and we want to market a shoe for you. You can go pick a designer. Who would it be? Would it be Virgil from Off-White? Or who would you mess with?
Oh, you gotta go Virgil.
Okay.
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 I'd be like, here, just go to work. I'd be like, just give me some with a, give me some like with a Bible scripture on it, and some just repping the city of Dallas and just work from there.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I think that's see, that would be amazing. So if there was a Taylor Hearn biography movie, who would play Taylor Hearn today? in that movie? You can pick an actor.
Because I love him. I love his movies. I love his stand-ups and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Chris Tucker.
Yeah, okay, I know why. Yeah, because because you like to have fun. Yeah, I see that. I had one name. I think I got the perfect person.
Denzel.
Nah, I got one even better. So think about this. You need somebody young. So I'm going to say off the bat, if you could pick one person to play you, and I think he could do it because when he gets those kind of roles, he does really good at them. I would say Anthony Mackie. He played, obviously Avengers.
Right.
He's had some big roles, and I think that he would be perfect because I know his character, his demeanor is like y'all got the same personality. Cool, laid back. Real chill. All right, so I see. Wait a minute. So Donald Glover, really, Danny? Man, that would be hilarious. I would text Taylor every day and just rag on that. Like, bro, they got Childish Gambino to play you. Okay, so I see Anthony Mack, yeah.
Anthony Mack, I can see that for sure.
Really? So Dominique says Bomani Jones. Really? Bomani don't even play sports. Well, I don't know. That would be hilarious. See, he was just hating because he's an Angels fan. No, he's an Angels. See, we got a radio show we got to do in another hour. Me and him, I'm gonna talk about because I see he just hating now. He just want to be an Angels fan.
See, somebody did say something I thought about was Chris Tucker's not athletic, so he couldn't be able to do it. But I want it to be. I mean, come on. How many actors do you know that aren't athletic? And
yeah, I ain't never seen this. I ain't never seen this pickle bash mama like till he played when he got game and he like
look. I'll be honest. If they did a biography on me and they got Chris Tucker, I'll sit there and do my own stuff. I'll throw and do whatever they need. Just put it on it. I want it funny.
See, thank you. All right, so we're gonna end it off right here with music. So now we gotta talk music. So I'm gonna ask you this, man. What's in the playlist these days?
Oh, we talking pregame, we talking workout, what we got?
You throw it all out there, man. So what's your work? Because obviously everybody, in a workout mode. We got a lot of time right now. So what's your workout music look like?
So one of my favorite rappers is Meek Mill. So I got a bunch of his stuff on my workout, especially my pregame. Like I'm talking like Dream Chasers 2. All of it, a bunch of his stuff. Big fan of his stuff. I got Lecrae. There's another Christian rapper called Bizzle. You gotta check his stuff. That stuff is nice. Let me see who else. Lucci. Love some Lucci, man. Lucci's nice, bro. Lucci's nice. Young Thug as well. Okay. So
and Gunna. So I gotta ask you this. So I don't know if you've been on IG lately, but you seen these IG battles, what you think about them?
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, maybe I'm being biased, but come on, that Babyface one was come on,
I thought that was unfair. And Teddy got some hits, and I had to think about it, but it's unfair because Babyface is like, it's like, dang, really? You got the big brother involved, like you had to go there. It's like really, like, and I thought it was though. I can't wait till like these next ones. Like I think this Friday we got Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I can't wait till that goes down. Then of course I love like rap groups, so like. There's one with 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony coming up.
That's right.
Yeah.
When is that? Is that this week or next week?
I think it may be next week. I think they're pushing that out to next week. But I do know the one I keep hearing about. If it ever comes to light, I would dress in all 90s gear for that one. The Dr. Dre versus Diddy one, possibly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like that's gonna be a war. That would start another war. Like, look, everybody see the Dre record behind me, but look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't sleep on Diddy's catalog. Please, because Diddy got hits everywhere.
He got some bangers, bro.
Yeah, he got some bangers. All right, so one thing I do, and to close it out, I got this game called Got Bars, right? So one of my friends, he created this game. I'm going to get you some, so don't worry. He's a hip-hop trivia, but we're not going to do the trivia. We're going to do the opinionated answers. So these are more opinions, so you're not going to be right or wrong here. And these are usually the action cards. They come in white, the regular cards come in black. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and it's just your opinion on them. Okay, so you thought about Meek Mill, or you said Meek Mill's one of your favorites. So now one must go. And we're going to switch this banner up real quick. So outside of like that, so if you had some walkout music, what's gonna be your walk? Do you have a walkout song? Like, get you
I do.
going?
I got some options. I got some Yo Gotti,
Okay.
um, Meek Mill, of course. Yeah, I got some good options though.
Okay. I can't wait because I'm gonna be there. I'm like, okay. I might have to
Hey,
get
so
video. I'm gonna get
hey, you know what? You know what? Honestly, you know
Mhm.
who I am gonna go with?
Who?
Big Tuck. That's what I'm going with.
That would be because nobody could, yeah, because then you're at
No,
home.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Not
yeah,
no nobody would ever know, and nobody would be like nobody. You got to be from Dallas to know about it, and that's
okay.
somebody who I love it, and I still listen to his music to this day. You
That's
know,
dope. That's dope. All right, so now we're gonna get to this trivia. So one must go, and I'm gonna name 4 artists:
okay,
Drake, Meek Mill, J. Cole, Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Ooh, okay. Okay. What was the first hip hop album or album that you ever purchased?
Dream Chasers.
Okay. Okay. You're a big Meek fan then. That's a lot. That
Big
explains a lot.
man.
All right.
Big.
So you got to pick between one of these three: Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, or Drake.
I'll go with Drake.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna save that one. Name the most.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna save this one because it's gonna tie into a 3-way question on this one. But this one's good right here. Name the most lyrical rapper ever, in your opinion.
golly.
I could throw some names out there that a lot of my guests.
That's a tough one though.
So a
That's
lot of
tough.
people
I mean,
not Nas. You got Mos Def, Jay
oh,
Z, Black Thought. Uh, man, there's so
you
many.
know what? Because I like his music and I ate at one of his restaurants in New York, is I'm gonna go with Nas.
Okay, shout out to Nas. Okay, so this is a good down south question: Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
I gotta go with Snowman.
Okay, okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is an all-time thing here. Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Okay. Who's the current king of hip hop?
Uh, since he ain't really put nothing out in like what 2 years,
Mhm.
I can't throw his name out there. So I'll give this one to Drake. So,
All right, Drake.
but I'm telling you, when Meek drops something though, he out of like
So you like a real Meek
um
fan? That's dope. I'm gonna,
Uptown
we might have to,
vibes. I'm on listen to that all the time, man.
we
Every
might have to,
day.
we might have to make a connection there for you. All right, I see. Okay, it's dope. All right, so now these are more younger rappers that are out now. One must go: 21 Savage, Lil Uzi, Kodak Black, or Lil Baby. And that's 21. That's
Uzi,
Uzi.
Uzi,
Ooh, he has a big fan, bro. You see how big his fan base? I didn't realize he had a big fan base like that.
huge, bro.
Huge. All right, we got 3 more. Name the best
All
female rapper ever.
right. I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash for this, maybe, but it's what it is, what it is. But I think Nikki got some bars
Okay,
when she wants to. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. No, no, that's usually a very popular answer. That's a very popular answer. So,
I think so.
okay, okay. All right. So you said you ate at his restaurant, but now I'm gonna ask you this: Jay-Z or Nas?
Oh, gotta go Nas.
Wow, really? Like you didn't even hesitate. Whoa, okay. Dang,
Hey,
okay.
no, hey, don't get me wrong. Hove got some good stuff, dude. But I don't know. I still work out to some of Nas' stuff. I like his stuff though.
Okay. All right. So now this is an interesting one. And we can name, I'll help you name, I'll name some groups for you because this will help
Okay.
out. But name the best rap group ever.
Bias. Gotta go NWA.
Okay. I think that's hey, look. I don't know if you can really go against them unless because you bring Outkast in it. If you want to use
Outkast got
that,
some bangers too.
yeah. So like that's the only one I can really like. In this case, you really love the Ghetto Boys, obviously being Texas. That's a big deal, man. So me,
Would you throw? I mean, what about Run DMC? You like them or not?
I won't see. If you ask me, I would either go. It's a three-way tie for me. And it's a
Okay.
personal three-way tie. So I would say NWA off of Legacy, Outkast
Right.
because they just it's Outkast, right?
Right.
My third, because I grew up to them and I just love their music, is Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
I just because like if you go me growing up in the 90s, like they were like it. Like it was them and they were like on top of the world. Like, and it's an NWA kind of thing too, because Easy he brings them in and like they're the greatest thing ever. So and plus, like they got timeless music. That's something people don't realize. Like Crossroads, bro, they play that stuff at funerals. First of the month, every first of the month, what are they playing? First of the month. Like, just so many hits, man. So yeah, that's dope, bro. So man, I appreciate you coming out. So we gotta set up. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up a gaming day where we get. I want to do like a hardcore. Like I'm gonna get a couple of my NBA guys, and I'm gonna get you in there, and I'm gonna get some fans. I'll get some people I know. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make this Twitch live stream official.
Okay.
I think we need to do that, man. So before we get out of here, if you don't mind, I just want you to, if you involved in anything that you're doing charity wise, or just plug your social medias, plug everything that you got. If you got family business going on, definitely get that all out there, man. I want to let everybody know where they can find you and what we can look forward to outside of baseball as well.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, just like you said, I mean, you posting my social media on there, but I mean, people. I mean, I got a Twitch also now, so I'm twitching a bunch of games.
Okay.
Charity wise, we working on that right now.
Okay.
But I'm always willing. I love going to like local high schools in the DFW area, like I do, and I go work out with them. Just go talk to them. Bunch of FCA groups as well, church. I mean, whatever it is, I'm always for, because I feel like this is my time to get back to my city and just be able to get back and just show people that. Not just because I play for the hometown team, but it's like I'm just a normal person, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I see it. So, and if anybody ever wants something in FIFA, tell them don't hesitate. I'll hand out some L's in FIFA real.
We could play team. I didn't think about that. That would be a fun. I've never played a big team up game on FIFA because usually people quit out. But if I can find a bunch of dedicated, I'm not playing goalie. That's one thing I'm not doing.
No.
Nah, goalie's gonna be on computer. Because I'm not gonna go through that because I tried that one time. That was a disaster, bro. Like, bro, I could play goalie because there wasn't nothing going on, bro. I swear, like it was like literally one intermission, bro. I was just like everything was coming full speed. I was like, we ain't got this. So yeah, everybody. So this is Taylor Hearn. It's a blessing, man, to have you on, man. You're a great guy. I rock with you. Keep doing your thing. Y'all go to his Twitch channel. I'm gonna post all that on the social media as well. His Twitch channel. Let's get those subscribers up. Let's get my guy out there. So we need to get you, man. That's what I'm seeing. I'm about to get on some Warzone people and let them know, man. Like we need more athletes because the athletes play more than the actual like people who make the game. And I think that's crazy.
Bro, you'd be surprised. There's a bunch of like athletes,
dude, like
baseball players, bro.
Dude, and I tell people this all the time. I got a famous quote. I say, "Don't meet your heroes," and what I mean by that is this: don't think none of these athletes can't play video games because you get a rude awakening. I done ran across a couple of them. I remember one time I was like, I'm gonna play Fight Night. I'm gonna whoop this dude, man. He don't know how to play. I went out there, they didn't even come close. I'm like, what the hell is that? I think I play every day sometimes. Like, I usually try to get on every day. But yeah, man, y'all be sure to follow this guy. We'll get everything posted. We'll set up a gaming day. I see people here now definitely excited about the gaming thing. We're gonna set up a big Call of Duty day down the road where we get everybody involved and get everything situated. But I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna close this down, but you stay in. But I'm gonna close this down. But everybody follow him. Y'all see the links in the bio and everything. Be sure to follow him. Get on his Twitch channel. Let's get them subscribers up. Let's get them Twitch affiliated so that way he can be up there in the top ranking so we can get them going. Once again, Taylor, I appreciate you coming in, man, and we are out. Just closing down now.